Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show today. And in this part of the Cricket Happening Show, we are going to look at the Champions League T20 tournament. But what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to take you down to the ground where a wicket has fallen for the Faislabad Wolves. This is a cricket update I'll be giving you. Right now there is a match which is being played in the Champions League T20 between Faislabad Wolves and Sunrisers Hyderabad, who won yesterday. Today the Faislabad Wolves right now are 92 for 4 in the 16th over, and they just lost a wicket, that of Imran Khalid, for 2. It was a ball from Ishan Sharma, who bowled pretty well yesterday, as you know, in their victory. And it was Khalid was trying to he tried to loft it, and the ball went into the air, and Pereira had to take just the catch well and take it, and he took it. And so right now this is the second match which is going on in the Champions League T20, where Faislabad Wolves are playing Sunrisers Hyderabad. It's a very important match for Faislabad Wolves because they have to win this match, because earlier Otago Volts have already made it almost made it clear that they would be qualifying, because as you know, this is the qualifying phase. Not all the teams would be playing in the tournament proper. So right now Otago Volts of New Zealand were the ones today who won the first match. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off from yesterday, where I left off yesterday, as Kandurata Maroons had made 168 for 3. And as far as Sunrisers Hyderabad was concerned, it was a wonderful start that they had from their captain and star batsman Shikhar Dhawan, who made 71 of 53 balls with 11 fours, and Parthiv Patel making 52 of 42 balls with 7 fours. Lot of fours actually thrusted through the offside, and both of them put on 121 for the first wicket to already set the platform for a victory. And that's what they did. 121 was added by both these batsmen. After that, Thisara Pereira clubbed some big sixes and 4 fours in a real cameo of 32 unbeaten runs of just 11 deliveries with 4 fours and 2 sixes. And Sunrisers Hyderabad romped home pretty easily in the 19th over at 174 for 2, thus getting a 8-wicket victory. As far as the Shikhar Dhawan was the man of the match, and as far as the bowling figures went, Shahan Jayasuriya 1 for 25, Jayaratne 3 overs went for 33, Kulashekara 3.3 overs, no more than none for 35, 4 overs 38 for Loko Hettige, Dilhara Loko Hettige, and Ajanta Mendes 4 overs 1 for 39. So now this is the match which happened yesterday, where Kandurata Maroons, who are struggling, in fact they have been struggling a lot. In fact, they lost the match yesterday to Sunrisers Hyderabad, and today they have lost the match to the Otago Volts of New Zealand. So Sunrisers Hyderabad yesterday winning the match, and today the match which happened, as I said, was between Kandurata Maroons and Otago Volts, and Otago Volts are looking very good, and Kandurata Maroons were the ones who batted first and made 154 for 9 of their 20 overs. Upul Taranga was pretty impressive with his knock of 76 of 56 balls with 6 fours and 3 sixes. It was a very good ploy. Probably that was some good captaincy from the Otago Volts New Zealand player Brendan McCullum, the captain of the team. What he did is he probably had observed Taranga's strokes, that he was pretty strong on the offside. So what he did is he actually blocked the offside to Upul Taranga, who is very, very strong on the offside. And then he also had a slip in place, 2 slips in place. So basically, even though any balls were bowled on the offside, it was all directly going to the fielders. That was frustrating. If you look at the power play that the Kandurata Maroons had, they could muster only 25 runs in that power play. So that showed some admirable captaincy and judgment from the Otago captain Brendan McCullum. So Brendan McCullum showing good captaincy there and blocking the runs on Taranga. Then only towards when Nathan McCullum, the right arm off spinner, was introduced, that's the time Taranga started exploding by hitting him for sixes, and he slowly started hitting a lot of boundaries. And Taranga was the highest scorer with 76 of 56 balls with 6 fours and 3 sixes, and he looked good yesterday too, as you know. And other than that, well, it was Other than Taranga's knock, there was nothing to really talk about. The whole total for Kandurata Maroons of 154 for 9 was built up around that Upul Taranga knock of 76 of 56 balls with 6 fours and 3 sixes. As far as Kandurata Maroons other batsmen was concerned, Shahanjaya Surya 13 of 19 balls, 1 6. Kumar Sangakkara failed today, out for 13 of 9 balls with 1 4 and 1 6. And 15 coming from Dilhara Loku Hetige of 10 balls with 1 4 and 1 6. Other than that, Tirumani contributed 6. Chamara Silva making 6. Loku Arachi making a duck, and Kulashekara briefly showed some glimpses of his big hitting by making 14 of 8 balls with 1 4 and 1 6 before being clean bowled by Wagner. And then that was it, and Kandambi was run out for 5. It was a bit of a surprise that Tilina Kandambi, who is a very, very aggressive player, what was the reason that he came pretty at the end? If you see, he came at number 9 to bat, and that is really surprising, because Tilina Kandambi definitely is a very, very aggressive player, and it was really surprising to see Kandambi coming absolutely lower down the order. Well, probably if he was injured, that was absolutely justified, and I hope that he was injured, and that's the precise reason Tilna Kandambi came pretty lower down the order. So 154 for 9 of 20 overs, Kandurata Maroons finished with. Again, the Otago Volts bowlers putting up a good display, with Ian Butler 4 overs no made and 21 runs and 3 wickets leading the way. Macmillan 3 overs 1 for 17. Neil Wagner 4 overs no made and 1 for 28. Nathan McCallum got some tap from Taranga, 2 overs costing him 30 runs. Nisham 4 overs 1 for 39, 2 for 9 for Ten Doeschate, who not only first did with the ball, in the sense he bowled did well with the ball, and then what he did with the bat was what Otago would really thank him for, because that took them to a very easy victory in the end, be it none for 7. As far as Otago was concerned, Otago were chasing 155 to win the match. And they once again, the openers gave a good start, with Hamish Rutherford slamming boundaries through the offside. Neil Broom also hitting 2 sixes, and both of them had put on 31 for the first wicket. As Hamish Rutherford was the first to go, caught Dilhara, bowled Ranadive, Suraj Randeve, the Ranam off spinner for 20, 15 balls with 4 fours. Broom contributing 25 of 26 balls with 2 sixes. And Brendan McCallum unfortunately failed. He did well yesterday, but today he couldn't do much of the bat. He was out for 8 of 16 balls with 1 4, and that was the time when the score, in fact, if you look at the score, they were 89 for 3 at one stage when Neil Broom was out, and it was a big ask for them, because basically they required lots of runs, because even though the score stood at 89, it is almost 65 runs were required of the remaining 49 balls. It was still a possibility, but Ten Doeschate, initially pretty watchful after the wicket of Neil Broom, then really decided to explode, and that was the over in which Ten Doeschate really started putting a lot of momentum into the Otago innings, because Ten Doeschate came, and Loku Arachi, the right arm leg spinner, was slammed to the tune of 20 runs, which included 3 consecutive sixes hit by Ten Doeschate. The first ball was put over the side screen. The second ball was a ball which actually Loku Arachi tried to bowl it a bit wider, but Ten Doeschate was absolutely equal to the task, as he actually he actually flicked that ball over long on for a 6. That was a stupendous shot according to me. And then the other ball was slog swept over mid wicket for another 6. And then Ten Doeschate, then once that 3 sixes were hit, as I said, there was momentum. The innings really gathered momentum, and Ten Doeschate started, timing the ball pretty well, and all the other bowlers were suffering. Jayasuriya was slammed for boundaries. The other bowlers, whoever came, were hit for boundaries, and then Nisham was along with him, and Nisham was also looking good, and both of them put up almost took them to victory, because they put up a stand which was worth 57 runs in pretty quick time, probably in 5 overs, and that's what changed the whole complexion of the game, and it allowed absolutely no room for Kandurata Maroons to do anything. And finally, the Otago winning the match with Ten Doeschate making 64 runs of 32 balls with 2 fours and 5 sixes. He hit Ajanta Mendes for a 6. He started hitting sixes at will, and then Nisham, who also contributed in no mean a manner, was unbeaten on 32 of 19 deliveries with 3 fours and 1 6. McCallum was not out on not, 157 for 4. Otago getting on to their second consecutive victory in the Champions League T20 tournament. And not only that, as I said, they have almost made sure that they would be qualifying for the tournament proper, and they truly deserve to be. As far as the bowling figures are concerned, Kulashekara 3 overs 1 for 31. Sunrisers with Radam off spinner, 4 overs no made and none for 1 for 36. Mendes 4 overs no made and none for 26. 3 for 20 for Dilhara Lokahitige, bowled pretty well. None for 24 of 2 overs for Lokwarachi. Got a lot of tap from Ten Doeschate, who was the man of the match. And 1 over for 15 for Shahanjar Surya. So that is as far as this match is concerned. Now let's look at the match which is going on currently. And I do see, as I come here to actually give you the report of the Faislabad Wolves, Sunrisers Hyderabad, there is a wicket which has fallen. Khurram Shahzad is the batsman who has been dismissed right now. He's been clean bowled by Pereira for 4. And well, I think the onus is once again going to be on the Pakistani captain and the Faislabad Wolves captain, Misbah-ul-Haq, who is unbeaten on 34 of 28 balls with 3 sixes. Not a single boundary hit, he has hit 3 sixes. So right now we are in the 18th over. So what I'm going to do is I will come back to that later. In the meanwhile, I would like to talk to you about the ICC. As you know, the ICC meeting is going on. The chief executives meeting is right now going on in Dubai. So certain things have come up. One thing that they have done is, as you know, we have the number of reviews. Like each team can have 2 unsuccessful reviews. But now what they have done is they have brought a rule. And as you know, once the reviews are over, you can't take any review. But now the ICC, in the decision, they have made certain changes, which is going to be experimented from 1st of October 2013. And what they have done is, after 80 overs are bowled in a test match, the team, whichever both the teams would get a chance to get 2 reviews. So that would be mandatory. So once the 80 overs are done, the captains would have the discretion of using 2 more reviews. I think that's a good decision. And other than that, the other things that they have talked about on the first day of the meeting is regarding the playing conditions. As you know, there were a lot of, as you know, recently there was a new rule introduced whereby on both the sides they would have 2 new balls in one-day internationals. And that was some sort of a topic, because basically the subcontinent teams like India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, who basically rely on spinners in the one-day internationals, and normally too, they probably have of the feeling that 2 new balls is something which is probably tilted slightly towards the teams which are having good pace bowlers, because the spinners find it pretty difficult to actually grip the ball. But on this score, what the ICC have done is they have heard both the sides, and they have decided that they would rather stick to the rules. So that rule is going to stay, where 2 new balls are used from either end in one-day internationals. But if at all the match is reduced to 25 overs, then there will be only 1 new ball that would be used. So that's the news which is coming up. Other than that, as I said, the meeting is still going on, the ICC Cricket Committee meeting in Dubai, and we still have a lot of things would be, I'm sure the decision review system is going to definitely be something which is going to be on top of the agenda on the second day of the meeting. Well, other than that, dear fans, now I'm going to get on to the match and see whether, and meanwhile Misbah-ul-Haq has decided that he is going to score only 6s, because right now Misbah-ul-Haq is not out on 40 of 30 deliveries. He's the captain of the Faislabad Wolves team, and he has hit 4 6s. A very wonderful knock right now by Misbah-ul-Haq for his team. Mohammad Salman is right now batting on 1. So let's look at the scoreboard. As Faislabad Wolves, it's a very important match for them. They have to win this match. And Faislabad Wolves, well, their opener started off very well with Amar. Sunrisers Hyderabad, Shikhar Dhawan was the one who actually won the toss and elected to bat. And Amar Mahmood and Ali Waqas gave them a good start of 48 runs in 8 odd overs. with Amar Mahmood making 31 of 38 balls with 4 fours, was looking impressive. Ali Waqas made 16 of 21 balls with 2 fours, and as I said, Misbah ul Haq is the one, and Asif Ali today failed as he was LBW bowled. Karan Sharma, the leg spinner, and Imran Khalid is what for. So right now the 109 for 5 is the Faislabad Wolves score. We are in the 18th over. And just talking about the bowling, one thing that I would like to talk about here is that yesterday when Shikhar Dhawan in the post-match press conference was telling that what was the reason, because he didn't use Amit Mishra much. Amit Mishra was given only 1 over, and the leg spinner Karan Sharma didn't even have a ball. And when he was asked about it, he mentioned that as a captain he is learning, which is precisely the case. And he very clearly mentioned that probably because of more left-handers in the team, he decided not to bowl them. But today he really learned his lessons pretty quickly, because today he introduced Amit Mishra pretty early, and Amit Mishra has bowled wonderfully. He bowled 4 overs, 1 maiden, 13 runs, and he took 1 wicket, and that was the wicket where he actually got the breakthrough by getting the Ali Waqas wicket. And Karan Sharma, the right-arm leg spinner who didn't bowl yesterday, was introduced, and he picked up the wicket of Asif Ali, which was an important wicket. He was out for a duck. And then Sami picked up a wicket of Amar Mahmood. Imran Khalid, so as I said, Misbah ul Haq is not out on 40. Khurram Shahzad is gone. So right now the bowling 109 for 5. I think they have done a wonderful job, Sunrisers Hyderabad, in keeping the Faislabad Wolves score to 109 for 5 in the 18th over. Dale Steyn, yesterday he was pretty off colour, but today he has got a good line, 3 overs for 12 runs. Ishan Sharma 4 overs 1 for 26 has completed his quota. Pereira 3 overs no maiden 1 for 23. But Amit Mishra, look at leg spinner Amit Mishra's bowling, 4 overs 1 maiden 1 for 13, 2 overs 1 for 11 for Karan Sharma, the other leg spinner, 2 overs 1 for 14 for Darren Sammy. Now let me see whether I can give you some live cricket commentary before I end this YouTube broadcast, which is going on for a pretty long time here, but I will try my best whether I would be in a position to give you some take you towards the end of this Faislabad Wolves innings. Well, in the meanwhile, I'm seeing that Dale Steyn is into the attack, and he will be bowling to Mohammad Salman, who would be taking strike now, as Misbah ul Haq took a single. I wouldn't promise you, dear fans and subscribers, but I'll try my best whether I can keep this cricket commentary going. In the meanwhile, in comes Dale Steyn, bustling past the umpire, bowls to Mohammad Salman, and Mohammad Salman will get a single. So that is good, because it's very essential that the captain of the Faislabad Wolves team, Misbah ul Haq, gets the strike, because he's more experienced and he has played a lot of Dale Steyn. So Misbah ul Haq is not out on 41 of 32 balls right now, with 4 sixes, not a single boundary, but he has hit 4 sixes of the spinners, and especially not only of the spinners, he also hit Tisra Pereira for a 6. So in the meanwhile, still waiting for Dale Steyn to go back on the top of his bowling mark and hurl in the ball to Misbah ul Haq. So, well, the fine leg is inside the circle right now, and we are waiting for Misbah ul Haq, and Misbah ul Haq this time has hit that ball for a boundary. What a shot from Misbah ul Haq. Dale Steyn, as I said, this is the first boundary. Can you believe it? Misbah ul Haq is not out 45 of 33 deliveries, and this is his first boundary in after hitting 4 sixes in his knock. He has hit the first boundary. What a shot that was. That was a ball which was on a length ball, but Misbah ul Haq has just flicked it away past deep mid-wicket for a boundary. And then after that, Steyn bowls the final delivery to Misbah ul Haq. He will get a single, and most importantly, will be keeping the strike for Faislabad Wolves, which is pretty important. So we are still waiting for the final over to be bowled. Probably I won't be able to go the whole hog, unfortunately, dear fans and subscribers. I will have to end my cricket show for today. Just leaving you with this little cricket update. Faislabad Wolves against Sunrisers Hyderabad, 117 for 5 the 19th over. We are coming to the final over, which is going to be bowled. Misbah ul Haq is not out on 46 of 34 balls with 1 4 and 4 sixes, and Mohammad Salman is not out on 3. Well, dear fans and subscribers, on this particular note, your host Ram would like to end the cricket show for today with this very little cricket update. Thanks for your company, and thanks for watching cricket happenings. As always, your host Ram will see you tomorrow. Thank you.